Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. You are joining us today on a road trip because I've booked a really cool Airbnb that I've wanted to check out for quite some time. And I actually thought it was in Byron Bay, but then when I booked it, I realized it's in like Yamba, which is I think like another hour and a half.
2.5 hours away.
2.5 hours away. So we've got a little bit of a road trip ahead of us, and then hopefully we're gonna end up at a really cool spot. You might notice that we're in a bit of a different car today. We are in the Porsche Taycan. We've been driving this for the entire summer, and we've posted a few things on Instagram because we're currently working with Porsche. This car comes with its very own helipad.
Don't show anyone from Porsche that we're taking the drone off the top of the Porsche. I don't know why I love the way that you open the charge port so much on this car, but check this out. Okay, so this is the charge port. There's actually one on both sides, but the way you open it is you just run your finger along there and voila, we have power. That's AC, and then if you want to do fast charging, you just flip that down. Cool, huh?
We're at the farm here, so we're gonna get a quick little coffee because they do amazing coffee here. And they might actually, do we have time to stop and have a look at the little cows?
Last time we came here, there weren't cows. I don't know where they've moved them. It's a
I don't know if they've moved them, darling.
Farm is actually a working farm, but it's also a restaurant. So yeah, you do kind of wonder where the
cute little animals
go next week.
This feels like one of our big Aussie adventure vlogs, you know?
Yeah.
Remember in lockdown, I don't know if you guys have been following us for that long, but like through COVID, we basically road tripped around and found really cool Airbnbs to stay at because we couldn't do any international travel. And I'm like, I'm really enjoying it. It feels like the good old days.
This is basically where we road tripped for the whole 6 months.
I know, yeah.
So we actually got married exactly 500 meters across the road.
Yeah.
And we've just seen the sunflower field, which doesn't kind of bloom that regularly during the year.
Yeah, it's like a seasonal thing.
Yeah, so we're going to try and sneak in and recreate a photo from our wedding. Yeah. It seems a lot more overgrown than last time.
Yeah. This isn't quite the same.
It's not exactly the same. We could potentially just kind of push that one into shot.
I'm sure that looked just as epic.
Alright, I've just turned the aircon off because I want to see if the microphone can pick up the sound of the electric engine.
Ooh. Can you hear that? It's actually really important because you have no idea how many people just like freely cross a road and they're staring down at their phone. They don't look up and they just expect to hear when a car is approaching.
From a childhood, you listen out for a car.
Yeah, I mean,
my parents used to say, listen for cars.
Do they? My parents used to say, look left, right, and then left again.
I know, my mum was like, close your eyes, listen, and then run. Alright, we've just come to Nuremberg to harvest, and I think we're going to grab some sandwiches and some food for this evening. I think I'll be good. Thanks a lot. Right, see ya.
Wait!
I actually just remembered, didn't need to charge because I actually have a home charger, so I'm just going to plug in now. Mainly because I've never actually done it before. This is my first time opening this case. Look at that. It's still got the plastic on it. Yeah, so one of these goes in the wall, the other one goes in the car. All good.
Oh, it is so pretty. Can we stay here the whole week? I just want to call them up and extend it.
So if you don't know, this is a Ronin. It's basically like, it stabilizes the camera beyond what a normal human could stabilize. It's quite complex to set up, it takes me ages, so I don't really use it very much. But basically the camera kind of sits somewhere on here, and it balances when it's turned on.
Yeah. Even though this is supposed to make it like super smooth, you still tread so lightly when you do it.
It is time for one of Pia's totally awesome, super amazing house tours.
Okay, babe, I think this is gonna be the final house tour ever.
Why? Because we're never leaving.
This is the coolest house I've ever seen. So, I've just arrived. I'm gonna try and give this house tour in real time.
Yes.
Because I've tried not to really look around too much. Is this not the most cozy thing you've ever seen? I love it.
I just can't get over how big it is. Pia isn't like an ant. This is a giant, giant movie room.
And like the LED light wrapping all the way around, like, and the curtains. Imagine actually living here and closing this at night time. Oh,
Let me close
it. The most cozy room I have ever been in.
This is just one of the many. This is the first room.
Kane and I are a bit lost for words today. Huge table, and then here, barbecue, wine fridge, sink, everything you need, like a fully equipped outdoor kitchen. And then you come through into this room, and this is like the grand room. And like, look how massive. Look at this. Hi.
I reckon this couch could hold 25 people.
And I love how both sides of this grand room are fully open. So that's open there, and then this is open here too. And this comes out to the bar. Look at this. You've got this whole entertaining seating area there. Such beautiful crystal glassware everywhere. Everything you need to make perfect cocktails. There's a fully like a big wine fridge under here, and you can actually like get someone to serve all your friends' cocktails. Like, you could just cook up a feast in here. You've got a window all the way along here looking out over the pool with your sun lounges and everything. An enormous island bench, and this is my favorite part. Have a look. Check it out. There's also a coffee machine in the corner there. I might actually make one of those soon. And I think this is sparkling water on tap. It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Sink here. Basically everything you ever need. Check out this pool area. It is like a resort. Like, honestly, this is better than most resorts I've ever been to.
So I've just found a remote control with only 2 buttons on it, up and down.
Okay.
So let's see. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Oh my gosh, you did it.
Come on this way. Boom, boom.
Boom.
It literally goes straight into the...
Wow, so they've literally made a hole below the floor to put a TV in.
Must have done.
That is wild. This is the master for sure. Look at this, his and hers sink. Look at this dreamy bath with a skylight above it. I mean, this feels like a spa. This is like an epic man cave, isn't it?
I mean, this isn't a man cave, this is just like a playroom.
Fully like the bougiest games room, and look what it backs out to.
I really wish that we had like decided to stay here for like 2 weeks and brought 20 friends.
Seriously.
This is too big for just 2 people.
I know, and there's like endless entertainment.
Yeah.
Like games room. Something we still haven't even shown you guys. This.
Something we haven't shown. First Pia's way of keeping secrets. Yeah, I mean, obviously this isn't a cheap Airbnb, but if you came with 5 or 6 couples, there's definitely more than enough beds around.
Yeah.
I think I've counted 7 or 8 bedrooms, I'm not sure.
And every table in every area is huge.
Yeah.
So it's clearly designed for groups of people to come and stay.
The one thing I would suggest, obviously, is because it's an Airbnb, there isn't any room service or food here, so make sure you bring food, because we are quite a way away from like a shopping centre right now. It's not a problem because we planned for it, but you know, you've got to plan for that sort of stuff.
That's right. Exactly. Let's go look at the golf course. That's right. This place has a golf course.
I just heard Pia screaming outside at me I thought there was something wrong. And it turns out she just discovered a golf buggy.
We're gonna switch vehicles for a minute and we're gonna go play a little round of golf.
I can't believe this. There's actually a golf buggy in this Airbnb with some clubs. Actually, there's 2 sets of clubs.
Yeah.
I do get very nervous when Pia drives because she's like slightly maniacal. Baby, turn.
Wait, I need more space.
No, you don't. Just turn. This is what I'm talking about. Like she's
Okay, now.
Can you see the water right there? Can I do the 3-point turn?
No.
Oh man. All right, Pia's up next.
Watch Kane. Whoa! He just threw that in! Good morning. So we have checked out of the Airbnb and I never wanted to leave. I could have stayed there for way longer. I think what we need to do is go back there with like 10 of our family and friends.
Oh,
you know
I'm
what
already
I mean?
mentally formulating my top 10 friends.
Yeah, your VIPs. Yeah, so we need to go there again and spend a bit more time. But today we actually need to leave because we are going to 2 house inspections this morning for ourselves to go and have a look at. And then at lunchtime, I have my friend's hen's lunch, and that's going to be quite fun. I'd love to bring you along, but it's probably going to get a little bit rowdy. So.
I'm not letting Pia take the camera to that.
I know.
You see my elbows are at 90 degrees?
Yes.
That's the Porsche way.
Yes.
I learned that at the race day. I always thought that you meant to drive like this, like in the Fast and the Furious, but actually you get way more control if you're a bit closer to the wheel and you turn like this.
Yeah.
That is the kind of the Porsche raceway. That's not like the highway code way, I think.
Yeah, I liked a lot on that day. That was good.
German cars are hands down the best made cars in the world.
Yeah, exactly. Have you noticed how everything great in your life is German?
Oh, please.
We're going to drive home, go to these house inspections and all that sort of stuff, but we'll be back with another vlog next week, so we'll see you guys there.